I'm Alanah. I'm here with Marty.
Hey, everybody.
We are at E3 2016. It's a very exciting time, especially for PlayStation owners, because there is a new God of War.
Holy crap.
It looks amazing.
Yes, it looks amazing. It opened the conference last night. We know it's Kratos, it's his son in this Norse setting. But I got to see an extended behind closed doors demo where we went a little bit into the fact that it's sort of like quasi Tomb Raider-ish open world. You're gonna be able to find a lot of items. There's crafting and RPG elements. But honestly, the thing that excited me the most is the fact that for the first time ever, Kratos has been humanized.
Yeah.
I mean, Kratos has always been this sort of, in my opinion, this one-dimensional character who's just hell-bent on rage and aggression and vengeance. But I got to speak a little bit with Cory Balrog after, and who's the creative director of the game. He directed God of War 2. And it was really interesting talking to him about the game. And the reason I have my phone is because he said a couple really choice quotes to me. Very fancy quotes. He said, quote, Kratos believes that being a god is a disease, and that rage is a side effect of that disease, and that he's terrified that he'll pass it on to his son.
So it seems like Kratos has changed a whole lot since the last God of War game.
Yeah, I mean, so we had, the reason Kratos was so angry before is because he had nothing. He lost everything, and he acted on aggression and ended up making the wrong choice every time.
Yes.
And others paid for his consequences, and so he had to keep dealing with that. But this is a game, you know, inspired by Cory's fact that he's a father, and inspired by, you know, this is a post-Last of Us world where...
Oh, I totally get the Last of Us vibes from what we saw at the PlayStation press conference.
Absolutely, and his son's going to be with him the entire game, and the son's going to sort of evolve alongside Kratos, where...
It's like Joel and Ellie.
It's Joel and Ellie, absolutely, and you... Except... So, whereas Ellie never learned to swim, in this demo, we saw the son. He was worried, like his bow was quivering and his hand was quivering, and he missed the arrow. And there was this really great moment where Kratos yelled at him.
Yep.
And in a cutscene, I saw his rage meter was going up in a cinematic, which was super interesting because in the game, your rage meter is this mechanic where you tap in the sticks and then you rip a monster's head apart.
Yeah.
But this was a father being angry with his child.
Wow.
And his rage meter was going up, and then when his son started crying, he apologized and the rage meter went down.
Wow.
Which is, like, I never thought a God of War game would affect me like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last thing that I expected, but, I mean, are you for it? How do you feel about it?
I'm totally for it, and let me just, a couple more quotes. Cory said, we've made enough games about the Hulk, we want to make a game about Bruce Banner.
That's the best.
Which is
I love
legitimately the best.
Yeah.
Like, that was, when I heard that, I'm like, I'm completely sold. And then one more, the game is about Kratos teaching his son how to be a god, and about how his son is trying to teach Kratos how to be a human again.
Yeah, it sounds like it adds a whole nother dimension to that game. But I was going to say genre, but it doesn't even look like it's the same genre anymore.
No, and they're keeping, I mean, because it's no longer, you have control of the camera, it's over your shoulder. That being said, like, the combat system, what we saw is still, the combat is still deep, the combat's still angry.
Yeah.
You're going to be upgrading your character and your armor and your abilities. So I feel like, and one of the things he clarified was, the reason they didn't show a giant set piece as the E3 demo is because he's like, listen, you all know we can do that. We're going to do that. We're going to have that.
That's true.
We've done that for 6 games already. We wanted to show you that we could do something a bit different.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is I think that the way this new game is, might actually alienate some existing God of War fans a little bit. But
it might bring in people
new
who
people.
weren't huge God of War
And it also
fans.
seems like, from what you just told me then, they are still going to have a lot of that original God of War flavor. So
yeah, I feel like
it's
Kratos growing up.
For more on God of War, stay right here on IGN.